Hey, hi all, welcome back to VRR Knowledge Center. So in this today's session, we're going to talk about arrays, second part. So in the previous session, we talked about the introduction of arrays, like, what is an array, like how many type of arrays we can create in TypeScript. So as I mentioned, array is a homogeneous collection of similar type of elements which have continuous memory locations, right? And also it is going to store multiple values of same type. Okay. And also we discussed like it is a user defined data type so that you can add n number of values of same type. So this is a kind of a data structure where we store the elements of similar data type. So in an array, we can store only a fixed set of elements. We can also use it as an object if required. So now we'll see like type of arrays here. So as I discussed in the last session, so there are two types of arrays we have it. Of course, we discussed about the declaration syntaxes in different ways. Now we'll see the types of arrays in TypeScript. So types of arrays. So in any language, I think we'll be having two types of arrays, one dimensional and multi-dimensional. Okay. So when it comes to single dimensional or multi-dimensional, okay, which is nothing but like, storing single array, right? So that means one row of elements you're going to store in single dimensional array. So single dimensional array is a type of a linear array which contains only one row for storing values. Okay. So a single dimensional array is a type of linear array which contains only one row for storing values. So it has single set of the square bracket syntax wherein you're going to define single array. We can access its elements either using a row or column index. Okay. So the syntax coming for this is right. Let array, right? This is what my array name, like. So using this particular right colon, that means of colon data type. For example, if you want to initialize, right, array name equal to value 1, value 2, value 3, like that. This way you are going to initialize the array. So let me take an example. Let, right, numbers. You please make sure this is small case L, we're going to use it. So let numbers, right, of type number. That's how I'm going to define it. Okay, sorry. This is something I think it should have come after this. So this numbers array I'm going to create here is single dimensional, right? And then going to store integer values because I defined this data type as number. Okay, this is something initialization. Okay, this is syntax and this is initialization. And coming to the example, let numbers. This is what my array is. Otherwise, I'll say num of type number single dimensional array. Okay, so I'm going to store values here like num, right? As I mentioned initialization above 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. So thereafter, you can directly print using console log of num of 0 so that it will print 0 value. Similarly, num of 1 so that it will print one index position number, there is two. Okay. So this is how we are going to declare a single dimensional array and then initialize the values and read through. I think we can look at the example as well here, right? Here you can take an example here, in this case, student ID, right? Is an array name of type number. I just initialized ID number 1234. Similarly, student name is another array declared using array object of type string. Here I assign names. If you want to print that, you just directly use of 0 or of 2, something like that. If you want to print this particular student ID, right? Console.log of student ID, right? And plus student ID of 0. Okay, 7. Could not find student ID. Okay, still, uh, okay, what's wrong in it? Student ID. Student, student ID. Similarly, student name I'm going to print of first row is student, right? Names of 0. So anyway, this is going to print, right? Student array and student names array. After saving this, if you just go to the command prompt, wherein you just come from, let me go back. Let me grab this. Mm, CMD drive, uh, TypeScript, TypeScript compiler, arraydemo.ts. TCS is not recognized. Why? TypeScript compiler, TSC it is, okay? It's not like this. Oops. Let me come back. Right. TypeScript, TypeScript compiler arraydemo.ts, which will compile and generate the equivalent JS. So to execute the JS, arraydemo.js. Now I can see the first log was printed the first array, second console printed the second array, and after that this printed first student ID and first name of student name. This is something you are going to, declare a single dimensional array. Okay, go back to this thing. Next thing we are going to talk about multi-dimensional array. Okay, so what are this multi-dimensional array in this? So a multi-dimensional array is an array which contains one or more arrays. So in the multi-dimensional array, data is stored in a row and a column-based index. That's what we are also known as matrix form. You know what is matrix? Matrix is nothing but collection of elements showing in rows and columns, right? So a two-dimensional array is the simplest form of a multi-dimensional array. So we can call it as 2D array. Okay. So a multi-dimensional, a multi-dimensional array is nothing but having one or more arrays. So in the multi-dimensional array, data is stored in a row and column based. Okay. So also known as matrix. Okay. So a 2D array is the simplest. A 2D array is the simplest form of a multi-dimensional array. Okay, is the problem. Okay. And now, what is the syntax of declaring this multi-dimensional array? Syntax is let array name of two square brackets data type. Here we are going to say data type and two square brackets. If you wanted to initialize while declaring array, initialize process. Let uh, array name of, let's say, like numbers. I'm going to declare, or I can say some what I can say name is array name. That's fine. I'll say numbers only. Number type. Okay. Equal to, right? This is the syntax you need to give it. Inside of that, I'm going to declare one array, comma, second array. This is how you are going to initialize the two-dimensional array. So let's take an example. Okay. So let multi-dimensional array of number data type, right? Equal to, this is what syntax we're going to use it. And inside of that, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40. Now we want to access, so console.log of m array of 0, 0 means it is going to print 0th row, 0th column value, that is 1. And again, if you want to print 0th row, first column, then 0, 1. So actually when you give this way, it is going to store, right, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40. This is how it is going to render, store, default. This is what matrix. Okay, this is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. This is second row, right? 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, like this. So when I give like this, the output is, right, this is 1, it is going to print, right? And second, 2 is going to print because 0th row I'm printing 0 and 1 position. So let me go back to this example. Let me try another example if you want, like 2D array demo dot ts. So let m array, right, of number, and this is what the syntax we are going to follow. That means square brackets, right, comma, 10, 20, 30, 40. Now, when I say that console.log m array of 0, 1, right, it is going to print one value. When I say 2, 2 value it is going to print. When I say 1, comma, 1 and 1, comma 0, it is going to print, right, second row, first element and second element, because I changed the row number. After saving this, if you simply go to here, TypeScript compiler, right? 2D array demo.ts. Now 2D array demo.js. Now you can see it is printed 2, 3 because zeroth position 1, right? It is printing 2. One position you are asking, right? And zeroth position 2 means 3 is printing. Again, one row 0, one row means 10, 1, 2 means 1, 2 means 30. So if you want to print 1 and this 20, right? In this case, I'm going to call zeroth position and zeroth column, and here one position, one row, one column. Okay, after saving this, if you just compile this, right? I can see 1, 2, 3 printed, and 10, 20, 30 is printed. Okay, that's how it is going to, printed the two-dimensional arrays. So using this two-dimensional arrays, you are going to define multiple rows. Okay, and this is about a multi-dimensional array. So using single dimensional array, you always define single row of elements, and using multi-dimensional array, multiple array elements we can store using multi-dimensional array. Okay. So this is about single dimensional and multi-dimensional arrays. Based on the requirement, you are going to utilize this using TypeScript syntax. Okay. So now let's check other topics in coming sessions as part of TypeScript. And I hope you understood the type of arrays and the syntaxes of using single dimensional and multi-dimensional arrays. Thanks for listening to this video, and please subscribe this channel for more videos. Thank you.